Hi all. So today I'm going to discuss another coding question. So I had applied for Java developer role at United Bank of Switzerland, that is UBS, and first round of selection process was hacker and coding test, and this was the question that was asked. So here in this method, this was the method signature that I was given. So this method is actually accepting two parameters. First is a list of a string and the other one is a string. So list of a string is basically a list of gadgets we can consider, camera, mobile charger and all. And here the string is search. So this string I need to search into this list. Okay. Now, whenever suppose the search string is camera. Search string is camera. Suppose in an online platform like Amazon, a user is searching for a camera. So what the user does is first he types C and then he types CA, and then he types camera. Okay. Then he types M. So this way he does his searching. Okay. Similarly, what what is happening here is first of all a user writes C. Okay. So all those gadgets which are starting with C have been shortlisted. Okay. As we can see here, camera, charger, computer, cooker, calculator. So these are the gadgets which are starting with letter C. But we can see only three are there in the shortlisted list. Though there are two conditions to consider in this question, which were given in the question itself. The first condition was the final list which is going to be there has to be in alphabetically sorted order. It should be lexicographically sorted. So as we can see in the final list, calculator is at top because CAL comes earlier, if we compare this with CAM. Okay, so because L comes earlier than M. Similarly, then comes chargers, and we can see that computer, cooker, and yeah, computer and cooker are not a part of the shortlisted list because we have C in computer, then we have O, but we already have three gadgets in the shortlisted list which are lexicographically shorter than this cooker because O comes after the H and A in the uh, English alphabets. So we are not going to consider these two cases. Okay. So when when the user types C, this should be the output. This should be the shortlisted list. Then if a user writes A, so further list should get shortlisted. And here in this case, sorry, I did a little mistake. Calculator should come here. Okay. Now calculator LMNP. Calculator is coming here, and then we have camera. Okay. So if a user writes CA, this should be the result. If a user writes cam, so this should be the result. So this way we have to return the output. And at most we can have, if suppose there are more than three uh, results, so we should display only three results at most. Okay, now we are starting this. Let me just comment this thing. So first of all, I am given this string that is camera. So a user writes C first, then A, and then so on. So what I'm doing is I have to uh, slice this string. In first case, I need to consider only C as my input, not the complete string that is camera. In the second case, I need to consider two characters that are CA. In the third case, I need to consider only three characters that are CAM. Okay, so this way I can make out that I need to make use of a function that is substring, because I have to, at every step I need to substring my original string. So first of all, what I'm going to do is, let's calculate the length of the parsed string, that is this camera. Okay, so int l is equal to search dot length. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, at every step I need to substring. In the first case I need to take only one character, in the second case I need to take two characters, in the third case I need to take three characters. Okay, and I need to do this till I actually consider the complete string. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I need to iterate my for loop from 0 all the way through L. Okay, so in the first case, when I'm at iteration 0, I need to consider only one character, that is C. So let's take a string, that is temporary string, we can say temporary string temp, and I need to input this temp variable with what? With first character, that is C. So how can I extract a character from the string? Simple, whatever the string is, that is search dot, not caret, sorry, substring. Yes, substring, search dot substring from position what? From position 0 all the way through I plus. Okay. So this would give me, after this after this line executes, temp variable would be having the character C. Okay. Now I have to do what? I have to simply check. I have to simply check what all gadgets are starting with this temp string. So what I'm doing is, I need to make use of stream API here over the list. So the parsed list is this. Oh, sorry, I did not give the name of the list. Okay, list of gadgets of, we can say gadgets. Okay, list of gadgets. So I need to iterate over this gadgets dot stream dot. Now I have to filter out my list. I have to filter on what basis? Whatever item in this list is starting with this character, that is C, I have to just filter out. So I'm making use of filter method here, and filter method on what basis? Gadget. It is containing all the gadgets. So I need to filter out on what basis? Gadget dot starts with, gadget dot starts with what? Starts with this temp variable. Okay. Now gadget dot stream dot filter gadget dot starts with temp. Okay. Now whatever the data I'll be getting out of here, I need to just collect it. Dot collect, sorry, collect collectors dot to list. Okay. So whatever the gadgets which are starting with temp, that means initially it is C only, which are starting with C, it would filter out the list. Okay. Now the finalist, because I'm getting list of gadgets here, the shortlisted gadgets out of here, so I need to store this into some list itself. Okay, so let me take a list here, or here list of the string, and let me just call it as shortlisted. Okay, shortlisted. So now this shortlisted is containing what? all the gadgets which are starting with this letter, that is temp. So initially, since the first character was C, so all the gadgets which are starting with C have been shortlisted into this. And just note this thing. In fact, computer and cooker are also a part of the shortlisted list as of now. Okay. Now, this list I need to actually sort on the basis of alphabetical order. Okay. So let me just do what I need to call collections dot sort, and I just need to pass my list here. So it would actually sort my list lexicographically, that is in alphabetically order. Collections dot sort. Now, see, I have all the gadgets which are starting with C, okay, but they now, yeah, they are sorted in alphabetical order. But my second condition was to only have only three at most in the list. So I need to just sublist this list because it is containing, as of now, if we consider only C here, so it is containing five gadgets, that is camera, charger, computer, cooker, calculator. But I do not need all of these. I just need the top three. So I need to sublist this thing. Shortlisted dot. I have one method in list, that is sublist. I'm not sure if it is a small l or L, capital L. Let's check. So it takes two parameter. The starting from from the starting from which you want to is consider from, and the last. So I just need to consider only three gadgets. So I'm just doing three. It would not consider three actually. It is since it's starting from zero then dash, so 0, 1, 2. It would consider only 0, 1, 2 gadgets. Three will not be a part of it. So this, let me just reassign it to this shortlisted variable. Shortlisted. Shortlisted. Okay. Yeah. Now, once I'm done here, I need to actually return a list of list, because when the user types C, this should be the result. So I should store it in the list. When the user types A also, so this should be the result. Okay, so this is a list of lists. This is all one list. This is second list, and this is third list. So I need to have it in a list of list uh, type of data structure. So let me just declare this list so that I can return it. Final list, I can call it final list. And let me just add this final list dot add whatever my shortlisted list is. Okay, so I think this would work fine now. Let me just import java.util.star. I need to write a main method also to check for its correctness. So let's declare a list first. That is this list. Gadgets is equal to new array list. Gadgets dot add. I need to simply add all these. Camera, Camera, mobile, charger. I'm messing up. Laptop, keyboard, mouse, computer, well, calculator. Okay. Now I need to call this method, that is get list. I need to pass this gadgets here, which is already there, and the search string. So in search string, I can simply pass camera. Okay. So it is returning a list of list. I should store it here. Okay. So let's take list string. It is, let's call it a final list as we have named it up. Now I have to print this final list. Okay, again we have to do some work. So okay, I'm just making use of for each loop. So I have as a list as an individual element in this list of list. So string, sorry. So it is of type list of string. That is the data type of the element. And let's call it a list individually. And here the name of the list is final list simply. Again, since this itself is a list, I need to make use of for loop again. Yeah, correct. So this list is having elements as a string now. String type of the elements is a string. Now the element is simply a gadget, and then the data structure is list. Now simply we can, yes, we need to print the items. System.out.print. See, I need, I'll not print this in a vertical form. I just print it in a horizontal form. One list in horizontal form. Okay, the other list would be in the next line. The third list would be in the third line. So I'm printing simply space separated gadgets. So simply print gadget plus a space, and that's done. Once I'm done with my one list, I need to just print the second list on the second line like this. I hope everything looks good and everything works well. Let's check. Yeah, oh, this is for sure. Error should be there. Okay, dot collect collectors dot to list. Okay, cannot find symbol collectors dot to list. Okay. 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 Okay, let me just add one more thing. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's run. Okay. Missing return statement. Okay, I did not return this list. So return final list simply, and final list dot add. Then I'm making it final list dot add. Okay, let me just initialize this as well. Global.